Hey everyone, Sparks here, back for another installment of Major Minor. So, last time around, and, Rocker died, which was, actually, I saw it coming, but at the same time it was so tragic. Because Shock lost the last of his real friends, and Singe now feels like, while he acknowledges that he's not to blame for all these deaths, he's still torn up by it. And naturally, Acheron is upset that he wasn't able to save people. And it does mean that me and Killa will be heading home a lot sooner with a fair bit of money, which I wish I kind of had in real life. I wish I had it in real life. But we also know is that the killer's definitely Maxine, and it looks like she has something planned with Rook and Killa, and they may very well be next on the chopping block. If either of them die, that will be really sad, because they are two of the nicest people in this entire game. So, especially, but we did learn that Killa does seem to be hiding a lot more than he lets on. Something's off there. I hope we get to the bottom of it. But enough talking. On with the game. Alright, where were we? Where we were was putting the sound back to speakers and headphones so that it's not as bloody loud and you can't hear me over it. Anyways, so where are we? Total saves 27, training flag 7, Rook affection 1, Killa affection 1, Acheron affection 1, Rocker affection 1. No affection with Shock or Anumi. Hopefully we can fix that soon. And we are about to go talk to Shock, I think, so hopefully that will be okay. But first, a little jaunt to Velicus' throne. Dusk. I've been thinking. You mentioned a visit to the people, that this may help my public relations. Of course, Velicus. Your public image is very important, especially if you wish to dispel rumors. Yes, but I've thought of something else. Oh? And what is that, my king? A visit to the people. Might be wrong. If I parade over them in my lavish outfit, rife with luxury, they would feel hurt. This would be like a pompous display of ownership, in the way I don't intend. Would you like me to prepare a new outfit? I could allocate funds from the treasury, something more rustic perhaps. Maybe not fully intact, with holes? That look seems to be all the rage. Yeah, in our world it actually is. So if it's like that in your world, it may be because people from our world who have that kind of style are traveling there. Or your people are just incredibly poor and you need to give them money. No, Dusk. I must not disguise myself. Hiding who I am also gives off a bad image. That I'm afraid I don't follow. What else could you be planning, my king? It may be risky, but I want to open the doors of my castle. I want the people to come to me. They'll be able to walk these halls as if they were in their own home. This will give off the image I intend, that Terra truly belongs to its people, that I don't hold back from them. Really? I would advise against that. We may be subject to massive theft, not to mention your enemies may use this opening to plan an attack. Trust me, I considered all the avenues. Let me describe my plan in more detail. Of course, my lord. I did not mean to be crass. Yeah, also, didn't you stab yourself just a few moments ago? How are you standing? Or do these moments not happen, like, right after one another? When everyone's arrived, I will have them gather in the atrium. At this point, I will address all of them at once. I will be fully forthcoming. This is where they will learn what I have planned for myself and the future of Terra. At that point, we will open our grand hall. We'll have a feast for the ages, a ball that will be etched in time, and I will close my end with ending my reign. You can't be serious, Veloquez. It needs to be done, Dusk. If my enemies still wish to attack me after hearing everything I have to say, they will accept my appointed fate. For the repercussion of my death will be negligible compared to what comes next, when this twisted moniker will end, succeeded by what the people decide. However, if my plan comes to fruition, I will leave to them a beautiful world, in much better shape than it is right now. The mumblings of this new terror, perhaps they are not as off as they think. We can only hope that. Veloquez groans in pain, grasping at his chest. My lord, are you okay? He removes his hand from his chest, stained with blood. Yes, I'm fine. So you're bleeding. Please do not be alarmed. An old wound must have reopened. I keep attending to it myself. You are dismissed. Yes, of course. Please call me if you need any aid. If it gets worse, we must take action. Moments later, Veloquez leans against the wall, grips the scepter in his hand, panting heavily. Has it stopped working? Oh, something is... So, he was injured, but something is keeping him alive? What? What is keeping him alive? I must know. I must know. Also, let's see what's going on. It doesn't take long for me to pick up Shock's trail. They're following it closely, it leads backstage. All the lights are on, but it's somewhat dark. I'm still able to make out everything important. By the time I reach Shock, my eyes have adjusted. I see him standing there, with his face in his hand. An extra large can of Popstar rests beside it. It looks chilled and about half full. Beads of condensation drip down the side. Why did you follow me? Guess he doesn't want to be around the bush. Think for a moment before I answer him. Needing to see that he's okay. Obviously he's not okay. He just lost both of his best friends. So, I want to know how he's feeling. Looks at me confusing. Like, you expect me to ask about his feelings. I don't know, honestly. I know what's going on around here. Clace and Rocket were my best friends. When you tour with people, you grow so close to them. You become inseparable. You become more than just friends. When you perform on stage, it's almost like you're one entity. Seamless. Perfect. To have it taken away, I've lost a part of me I'll never get back. I can't perform like that again, because I won't have them by my side. He turns to the side and starts chugging the Popstar. The half-full can quickly becomes empty. No replacement will ever fill that void. So what can I do? If I can never perform like I want to? That's what I've been struggling with. I think I finally decided. I'm going to resign. Quit the business. It's really my only course of action. Only course of action? I'm not sure about that. But extreme course of action? That sounds about right. I ask him why he's decided to do this all of a sudden. I'd rather honor their memory. Plus it would make them happy. If I stayed in the business, I'd have to perform with someone else. I need to find a replacement for Clace. A replacement for Rocker, too. I don't think that's a good thing to do. I wouldn't want to give off the impression that they were expendable. They aren't. People move on in show business every day. I don't think that's something I can do. A week from now, since we'll already have a new set of idols and a new tour planned, with me, I just couldn't do that. They meant too much to me, you know? They meant a lot to the world, too. So I think I'm going to step down. I think that's a good idea. Yeah. Do what makes you happy. It's always best that you pursue what makes do that. I mean, you've lost people you care about. If performing is just going to make you upset, you shouldn't continue. So, yeah. He smells me saying. I was thinking about my next career choice. Something like a philanthropist. I've only ever wanted to do the best for others. I have the time and money for it. Make more than enough with my royalties. In fact, I could retire and do nothing. that would seem like a waste. We're making a difference at all. I feel like Clayton Rocker would be more proud of me if I went and caused change. But then the question remains, what kind of change? I guess I need to think on that. I think I've already made up my mind. More concrete details can come later. Actually, I think he stops himself before he continues to speak. Sorry. I just got a little excited. Didn't mean to ramble on like that. No need to apologize. I have to say, this whole situation is odd. I get shocked to be hostile and angry, or at the very least, hateful towards Akron. But to see him planning his future? Is he trying to move on? Or is this just escapism? It's hard to tell when you're dealing with grief. He could be making an actual effort to move on. Or he could be pushing it aside in denial. I think I know what it is, though. It hasn't even been 24 hours since Clay's death. I don't think it's possible to move on that fast. Hey, you there. He waves at me, trying to get my attention. He must have zoned out. I wanted to talk to you about Acheron. Oh, he does want to talk about Acheron. Perhaps I spoke too early beforehand. You must still be mad about what happened. Let me get this out of the way first. This isn't because he overpowered me. I have some genuine concerns. I've just kept him quiet so far. I hope that I can trust you with this. I can trust you, right? I nod affirmatively. He doesn't have to worry about me betraying his trust. Whatever he told me would stay between us, because I expected the same courtesy of him. He's a very suspicious man, you know. Some things just don't add up to me. The old security guard disappears, Clace dies, a new guard appears, Rocker dies. It's too convenient. The killer also has to be somebody here. Rocker's death proved that fact. I don't know how you feel, but it felt like he gave me a death threat. Back in front of Cinch's office, I mean. He hinted that he'd let me die if I didn't stay on his good side. Which is horrible. Well, that did happen, but I don't think Acheron is the killer. He's always been truthful as far as I can tell. He keeps mentioning his perfect track record of his too. Turns out it's not so perfect. But not because of Rocker's death. What? I was looking up his name online. There seem to be hints here and there of an operation he was part of in Africa. He refuses to talk about it publicly. And anything that was promising has since been taken offline. He's hiding something. What do you want to hide, though? It would have to be something shameful. Something that affects his reputation. What else could that be? But a failure. Turns out he's not as perfect as we thought. In fact, there's a lot of stuff about him that just leads to long dead web pages. It takes power to do that en masse. I find this all a little hard to believe. Sakura is lying about his perfect track record? Or at the very least, he's hiding facts about his past. The latter is more acceptable, but the former makes me doubt almost everything. It goes deeper, trust me. I cross-reference the dates of Acheron's time in Africa with other notable events. This is where it gets interesting. Maxine Armstrong was also present. Of course, she said she was just visiting, but she didn't have any business there. But she must have been lying. That week, there were explosions. Details of that are also hard to believe. It was all in the same small village, the same one that Acheron was in as well. I'm not grasping at straws. They were there together, and now they're here together. In Africa, it ended in explosions. It hasn't happened here yet, so right now, we're one step ahead. It's all too connected to mean nothing. Everything about the village during that span of time is also impossible to find. Something bad happened in Africa, and now it's happening here as well. Maybe they're some sort of murdering duo. After that, he remains silent. I have to try and absorb what he's just told me. It can't be coincidence that they are both here. But why were the details of Africa so hard to find? Assuming his shock is truthful, of course. I doubt he's the type to make this up. Doesn't Acheron hate Armstrong with a passion? He also had no idea that Maxine was involved here. Allegedly. Could be an act to throw us off the trail. We need to get Cinch to evacuate. Now. Bottom line is, we're not safe here. We need to leave Tokyo. I don't care where else we go. My mind flashes back to the earlier meeting with Cinch. How we shouldn't make any rash movements. We don't want to provoke them into killing us. Or just in this case, setting off the weapons. It's kind of stupid though. Acheron might talk some sense into him. That's unless he's involved in this mess. Now I'm not sure what to think. Well, maybe that's going a little too far. But you get what I'm trying to say, right? We can't trust Acheron to protect us, nor can we trust Armstrong Incorporated. We need to ensure our own protection, not place it in others, or in our hands. We may not have seen eye to eye earlier. This is just a matter of common sense. We all need to push Acheron away. This conversation was optimal. What does that mean? What does that actually mean? I guess I'll find out when I say. We can't put our lives in his hands. Come on, you're with me, right? I'm not sure what to say. But he thinks that Acheron is planning failures. I wouldn't believe it, but Rocker is already dead, only after a few hours. So I have proof of his failure right in front of me. However, he's been acting up since the press con. Perhaps Armstrong's involvement affects his judgment? This case got personal for him very fast. Then there's the issue of Africa. Him and Max both in the same village with explosions? Now they're both here, with bombs too. Doesn't appear to me as pure coincidence. It's clear that Shock wants a response. Now. I don't blame him with how fast things have happened. I need to think carefully. There's always a chance he's just vindictive. Rocker did die under Acheron's watch. Acheron did make Shock out to be pretty weak. What do I tell him? I trust Acheron. I know this is kind of building from what I've learned watching Ryu with Maxine and Ryu with Acheron, but I do trust him. Because at the end of the day, I don't think he's gonna do anything to hurt us. I do think he's here to protect us. He laughs at me, claps his hand a couple of times. After this, an awkward silence ensues. Wait, you were joking. Even after everything I've told you? I know. This is his job, and all eyes are on him. Whatever happens will not escape the media barrage. If he wants to maintain his good name, he won't slip up. I can't take the evidence from Shock as proof. It was all tangential. Hardly thought better of you. I won't lie. But mark my words, more people will die. Just feel it in my guts. I'm leaving. I tell him that it would probably be better to stay. If he acts like that, he could scare the culprit. Ooh, trending flag. Yay. You think so? Acheron is the culprit. What are you going to do in that situation? It'll be the final choice you make. Would you be content if you're wrong? Before I can even think of responding, my phone rings. As if my heart stops beating. A text message? I hope they would stop. It feels like I've woken up from a nightmare. I raise a finger, asking him to hold on. He stops talking, giving me time to check. I go through a brief period of hoping it's Singe, or Rook, or Keela, but his hope is short-lived. Go to the lobby now? Things will begin shortly. I'm not sure what they could possibly mean. What was about to begin? I stop and think. Last time I got a text, they said a friend would die. I just put my phone back in my pocket and storm out of the room without saying a word. But honestly, I don't know what to say. Assume this person wants me alone. So, I shock by himself, go to the lobby. Certain danger for both myself and my friends. Oof. This is getting serious. Serious. I honestly don't know what else to say about this. Oof. Okay, why is Rocker still there? He's dead. He shouldn't be appearing there at all. I don't know what's going on. Doesn't matter. We'll move on. A few moments earlier, nearing 7 p.m., Rook cautiously enters the conference room. He scans the area, slowly realizing he's alone. Why do I even bother being punctual? As usual, I'm the one left waiting around. He sits down in a chair, taking every sign, fiddling with his tablet, tries to pass the time. Oh, goody, you're there. Hello, Rook. He jumps in his chair, startled. Ugh, you shouldn't pop up on people like that. Why would you want to scare somebody? You know what kind of situation we're in. Hop up on people? It's not like that. You were just so engrossed in your tablet that you didn't notice me approaching. You can't be blamed for that. But do tell me, how is that tablet treating you today? Does he have anything interesting to say? What do you mean, he? Don't play stupid, Rook. I hate how everyone here is full of lies. How do you think everyone here would feel if I told them what's on that tablet? They think you're some sort of freak. I mean, you are, but you've done a good job of hiding it. I don't know what you're talking about. Of course you don't. In the blink of an eye, Max seizes the tablet. Catching Rook off guard, she starts to fiddle with it. Hey, give that back. He starts to panic, his breathing becoming erratic. That's mine. He leaps off his chair and tries to take it back. Max has no issue dodging his attempt. She laughs mockingly as she browses the contents. You chat with him all day. She scrolls through the on-screen chat. Almost all night, too. Shut the world out, just for him. Why don't you seek something more real? Words on screen can only do so much. It's affecting the way your friends see you. If that's something you'd even call them. As we all know, addictions can be costly. I've talked to people you work with. They mention your tablet more than you. Max, I'm asking nicely. She continues scrolling. Huh. You could find a lot in this guy. He seems so full of knowledge, too. Let me try asking him something. A few moments typing. Wow, he responded instantly. For such detail. Faster than any living being could. Rook huffs angrily, easily accepting her bait. Let me ask him about Claire. Or else I can ask him about Jade. He must know all your dirty little secrets. Okay, give me one moment, guys. Just gonna have a short break in the recording here while I just answer the door. Alright, I'm back. So, he must know all your dirty little secrets. Max, I've had enough. He charges at her in a fit of rage. She instinctively clutches her necklace, and suddenly everything stops. Pretty quick to anger, isn't he? Oh well, I was going to restrain him anyway. Very fun to see him all rustled, though. If that's his trigger, he must have all sorts of nasty little secrets. She stares at the tablet for a moment. Curiosity. No, I guess it isn't really my business. Just having a little fun. Now this will be permanent anyway. She places the tablet down on one of the chairs. Then she pushes Rook down onto the one beside it. As he is unaware, there are no signs of objection. The circumstances of Africa were definitely a little different. Well, I guess I have to make do with what we have and compromise. Akron will know what I'm up to. With Rook on the chair, she grabs some rope. You better get comfy. She ties him up to the chair and ensures it's extra tight. His wrists to the armrests and his feet to the legs. I suppose I'll be generous. She moves the tablet from the chair to his pocket. You're lucky you're just a means to an end. I was tempted to dump this in the water. That's something you'll need to do on your own, Rook. I can't do it for you. She lets out a slight laugh. Things that people do in grief. Does anybody handle things like a normal living being anymore? Don't get it at all. Oh well. Time for the finishing touch. She walks to the other side of the room. The bomb she placed here earlier flashes a bright red. Hope this doesn't scare him too much. She spends a few moments disarming the weapon. After ensuring it's off, she returns to Rook. The red lights on the explosive now a docile green. Placing the bomb in his lap, she slowly rearms it. Its light returns to red, flashing its new intent. And with that, the stage is set. She grips the gear-shaped necklace once more. Oh, you're finally conscious again. Rook looks around in confusion. He struggles slightly after realizing he's restrained. Hey, let me go. You can't do that. I have an important plan for you, Rook. She leans in close to give her words more emphasis. Let's get down to business. You've been wasting your life. On that tablet, and in your own little fantasy. And you're defensive enough to attack me. But it's odd. You passed out right after. Physical exertion must elude you, Rook. I had no choice but to restrain you. This bomb, however, is another story. She points to Rook's lap, and he notices the bomb. He immediately starts to squirm and struggle. Yeah, don't struggle too much. You wouldn't want to set it off in error. Those words are enough to scare him into submission. He remains as stiff as a corpse, his eyes tearing up. Why are you doing this? Yes, why are you doing this? Leave the little ferret alone. He's too cute to be killed. Please, leave him alone. Yeah. I'm actually now more annoyed at Rayo for making you do this. I mean, yes, I know you think you can bring everyone back, but what if you're wrong? What if Rayo was lying to you? Hmm? Do you ever think of that? Crazy. Crazy girl. Please, let me go. Trust me, Rook. I'm not going to hurt. You'll be free to go shortly. That is, if things go in your favor. I'm going to tell some of your friends that you're here, waiting to be saved. They also know the disarming codes. It's pretty simple. They can come and save you if they want to. She takes a deep, brief pause. I don't want to spoil the surprise, but there's a chance they might not come, because they may like someone more than you. This is why your tablet is so important. You spent so long immersed in that silly little thing, ignoring those around you. Perhaps now, they will ignore you. I'm a firm believer that we set our own bombs in life. Our errors and lapses in judgment set mines for us to step on later. We are a victim to our own actions and words. We can conveniently choose to blame others, but at the end of the day, it's our fault. You choose to bond with that tablet instead of those who are currently around you, and now that choice of yours may haunt you. Perhaps if you weren't so obsessed with that thing, they would be rushing to save you. But now, the fact that they need to choose makes this all the more interesting. You're sick. Blaming me, of course. If you weren't such an introvert, you'd be relaxing right now in confidence. But now you've come to realize what you've been doing is harmful. But just how harmful? That is up to the strength of the bonds you have made. They decide your fate. Oh, and if you even mention my name, I'll set off every single weapon here. So don't try and play a hero, Rook. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go help contestant number 2. This show is about to begin. Dear God. Why? Why must all the good people end up in such danger? And Rocker is still showing up on the save file thing. Seriously, why are you there? I am actually kind of confused as to why you're dead. Oh well. Okay, looking at the time, I think that's gonna be it for now. So that's the next part of Chapter 6. Hopefully next week we'll actually get to the end of it. But until then, see yas.